What is the deal, Raider Nation? Good evening. It's Monday night, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get it.
Inside Allegiant Stadium for the first time this year. Touchdown Raiders! Jack Jones! Amazing. For the touchdown! And drilled from behind. Ball's out. Big man running.
Salute, Nation. What is good? What is the deal? Appreciate you guys tapping in on this late Monday night. Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day, y'all. For everybody out there celebrating today, make sure you guys are safe out there. Make sure you guys don't drink and drive. If you guys are partying, make sure you guys grab an Uber, grab a Lyft, call a friend, whatever you need to do to go ahead and get yourself home. Your car can wait. Your car will be safe. You got insurance on that motherfucker. They're going to pay for that motherfucker for sure. Appreciate everyone tapping in on this Monday night. On the St. Patrick's Day evening for sure. Salute to everybody on the chat. But really quick before we get into it, y'all, share a couple of things before I start getting this show really rolling on another edition of Raiders Unfiltered for sure. Got to share, y'all. I am monetized. We have got to the promised land. I am monetized. Super chats and memberships are now open. So we are doing the damn thing, y'all. 100%. Man, you know what? Honestly, a big shout out to everyone out there, everybody in the chat, everybody pulling up tonight, everybody who's been pulling up since day one, since day 30, since day 100, you know? Excuse me. Appreciate everyone because honestly, this was you guys. You guys helped me get to this point, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone always tapping in, man. I try to bring great shows to you guys, even when I'm here pulling out my hair, don't know really what to bring you guys. I'm always managed to bring something, at least good that we can go ahead and really have a good dialogue about it and chop it up and bring great content to you guys. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you everyone for helping me getting to this point of monetization. But super chats and memberships are now open. We're doing the damn thing. And there is more to come for sure. But thank you guys so much. Appreciate everyone tapping in. And there you go. I got my guy, first one. Space Beast, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. A $2 holla. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate everyone tapping in. Thank you guys so much. I got stuff lined up on the membership, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out after the show for sure. But thank you for you guys for joining me on Monday night. Let me go ahead and obviously let's get the roll call going. Appreciate my guy Raiders Fool Chris. What is up, brother? Thank you for pulling up for sure. My guy Jeffrey, salute, brother. What is good? Dixon Sider, what is good, brother? Thank you for pulling up for sure. Lord Rochitas, what is good, my guy? And we obviously Space Beast pulled up in the spot for sure. Thank you, man, for appreciate the $2 special for throwing it my way. Thank you for sure. But guys, hey, we just went through 1 week of free agency. And I know we graded it a few times, and the consensus more or less is about a B to C plus area, right? So before we go more into free agency, there is news that happened today for sure. So let's go ahead and tap into that. But This week's free agency signings, so I should say re-signings. Raiders re-signed Darnay Holmes for a 1-year deal. He is the cornerback that's been with us this past year, and he has been re-signed to a 1-year deal. So far, I haven't heard the parameters of that deal, but he will be back for the 2025 season for sure. Uh, you know, a highlight or a plus on this re-signing is this guy can play the slot. So um, at least that's reassuring that that area is being addressed, and we're just not really letting it fall to the wayside. I know Lonnie Johnson can also play this slot, but Darnay Holmes has already been with us for this past year, knows the system. So I feel this is a good re-signing for us to go ahead and bring him back. Obviously, that continuity does make a difference, guys. So for sure, Darnay Holmes is with us for another year. But other other than that, there really hasn't been much noise from the Raiders camp over the weekend. I think the big thing that we've been waiting for is that Geno extension, and um, so far we are on the hook for 31 million. Give me 1 second. We're on the hook for 31 million, guys. So 31 mil cap hit so far. That can change. Obviously, there's a restructure deal. Geno has 60 million coming to him. Technically, it was supposed to been paid to him yesterday. Now that could be folded onto a new re-extension contract anytime that the Raiders sign. So I don't want everybody to freak out. I know there was a deadline, and we thought when we think deadline is like, oh shit, okay, like we're fucked. If we don't get this taken care of, then we're on the hook for this whole 31. Um, from what I've heard, that is not the case. This 16 can be folded up into the new contract, new extension. So that amount can go down for sure. That 31 doesn't have to be a 31. I am open to have that extension come through. Why? Because that means we can potentially reduce that 31 million down to like 22, 25, anywhere in that vicinity, that area. That would give us more money towards the cap. Obviously, we can go out and get more guys with that money. But so far, nothing has been said. I've been scouring social media, keeping tabs on anything that were to happen as far as a Geno extension or restructure to come in. Nothing has been said yet. Obviously, there's other things that have been going on with Geno, but not a re-extension, and we'll get into that in just a bit. But yeah, for sure. As of yet, no extension so far. So I don't want anybody just to panic quite yet with this whole, 31 million that we owe to Geno. And another thing is that the trade's through. Geno's a Raider, through and through. That's for sure. So this guy's part of the team. Because he hasn't technically signed on the dotted line doesn't mean he's not part of the team. He wanted to come here. I think from what's been out there is that Geno got offered like 40 something mil to stay in Seattle, and he rejected that offer because he wanted to come in and be with his old coach, be with Pete Carroll, and the trade just happened. Seattle went out to go get Sam Darnold, and more power to them. But Geno's here. Geno's here. It's all the matter whether he's going to get the 31 for that 1 year or he's going to get a re-extension for a 2 to 3 year deal. That's literally what we're waiting for at this point. But the trade is done. So Geno's a Raider. I just want to make sure that is out there. We are all on the same page of that because I know like, hey, it's like he might renege or whatever. I mean, a trade's a trade. I mean, he could still, at the end of it, I guess he could still ask for a trade, but I doubt him wanting to go somewhere else with him having the ability to go play with Pete Carroll again. It's highly unlikely that such a thing would happen. Could happen, but very, very unlikely for sure. But as far as other news are concerned, free agency wise, nothing really has happened. It's been kind of a slow week. Obviously, there's still free agency still open for about another week or so on top of this week. So there is still some time for us to be able to go ahead and acquire more players for sure. So again, I appreciate everyone tapping in with me on this Monday night. Um, let me go ahead and kind of go back to the chat really quick. My guy, salute to my guy EC. Ever appreciate you pulling up, brother. For sure, for sure. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you're out there. You're safe, brother, for sure. My guy, Raiders food, Chris. Salute, brother. Appreciate you on the $5 special. Yes, sir. My guy Jay made it to the big league. Congrats, brother. Hope for way more success on your channel. And always just Raiders, baby. Salute to you. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. One of my ride or dies right there for sure. Appreciate everyone tapping in with me tonight. Thank you so much, brother, for that $5 special for sure. But yes. My guy Space Species says he's home. He feels like Raiders might have another move, maybe trying to keep this cap a hit low. Geno, yeah. So I feel that obviously you're gonna try to minimize that 31 if possible. 31's a lot of money. I don't give a fuck what it is. It's not 40, it's not 50, right? But they're still $30 million, 31. It's still a lot of money. So, trying to renegotiate that to bring it down to a lesser amount if they're able to go ahead and do that. Obviously, it serves well. I mean, you got to pitch it like, look, if you want to be here for 2 to 3 years, you got to make it team friendly, brother. We're going to try to take care of you as much as we can. We're going to try to meet you to the middle. But at the end of the day, you got to kind of look out for us and let us make the moves that we need to set you up for success, right? So I feel that's kind of in the works, and that's why we haven't heard anything as of yet, right? So again, appreciate my guy Raiders Food Chris on the $5 special. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Man, I've literally poured hours upon hours, blood, sweat, and tears. Not blood, almost tears, but certainly sweat for sure, to make this channel really pop and really be, something that I could put my stamp on and really, be proud of and bring you guys great stuff week in, week out. Literally sometimes just sitting at work, thinking I'm like, what can I do to go ahead and bring something really cool, really great that you guys would really like, you know, tap in and really like. It's sometimes it is a process, but I always put myself in you guys' shoes to see like, hey, you know what? Being on this end, because I am on the end sometimes too. So I tap into other people's stuff all the time. What would I like to see? So I always think with that. I always think with the end in mind. It's like if I'm a fan, if I'm somebody watching this show, what would I like to see, or what is something that I feel that everybody else would like to see? So that's kind of how I approach these things. But let me kind of get back into it. I sidetracked a little bit. But yeah, for sure. So let's go back into as far as what's out there, right? There's some positions that I know that the chatter has been out there that we want to go ahead and possibly still try to go ahead and pursue as far as wide receiver, maybe take another running back, O line. I know a lot of us were looking towards Mackay Becton, and it kind of hurt a little bit that deal didn't happen. right? I don't know whether or not they were in conversation. I hope they were. But Chargers won that. So now he's over at San Diego or whatever, right? He's over there now. But there's still some positions that possibly that the Raiders could go ahead and pursue in this free agency, right? So let's go ahead and talk about that, right? Wide receiver, free agents. I think about two when I say wide receivers, right? The ones that come to mind for sure, it's Tyler Lockett and Stephon Diggs are still available. They're still on the free agency market, guys. So just so you guys know, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that. Um, and I got some notes that I want to go ahead and share, and I'm gonna go ahead and put out a video later this week about that. But I mean, obviously, you got Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett has been playing with Geno since 2020. That's when Geno went over to Seattle. And they've been doing the damn thing. The continuity does matter. Having that familiar face, somebody who knows your timing, who knows your routes, who knows how you're going to break, or knows your throwing style, that makes a big difference. So Tyler is on the cheaper end. He's about 7.5 mil. The guy has let's see. The guy has about. Let me go to my notes here. What happened? I thought I had my notes. Okay. Okay. So we got Lockett about roughly about almost 100 receptions since 2018, 1,000 yard season. Um, you know, usually produces about 7 to 8 touchdowns per season. That's Tyler Lockett for you, right? You got the speedster guy who can go ahead and go down the field for sure and be able to go ahead and spread that offense. Then you got Stephon Diggs. We all know Stephon Diggs had a workout the other day with Geno Smith. I don't know where exactly they were at, but they were working out together. But if we're looking up Stephon Diggs' numbers, the guy averages about 100 receptions a season, over 1,100 yards since 2018. Um, Averages about 8 to 9 touchdowns per season. Now, this is a thing. Last year, he did have the injury. I don't know if you guys you guys don't know or anything, but he did have an injury. He did tear his ACL, non-contact injury versus that game with the Colts. Um, so he was out about since October. So he's been out. He's in the process of rehabbing. We saw the video with Geno and him doing that workout, right? So you know, with Stephon Diggs, you do have kind of that dynamic player that can go ahead and make those plays. I mean, the output is there. We've seen it literally since 2018. This guy's just producing. I do like him. I'm not mad at him. Either one of these guys, literally 1A, 1B at this point. And what I think is that the Raiders might go and try to pair up a veteran receiver with a rookie wide receiver, right, from the draft. So, um, you know, uh, that might be something uh, that might be in play. So, I wanted to go ahead and put out there that you have those two guys that are still in the win, that are still available in free agency. And before I go any further, let me tap in wifey hooking it up today with the $20 special, $20 haymaker. She gonna knock me out. She's like, motherfucker, you supposed to be taking care of these kids. I'm over here keeping them quiet, but she's over here saluting. Appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much. She knows. Ask her that. she knows I be doing shit. I be grinding like a motherfucker to bring you guys great content to you guys. That is my rock right there, and she holds it down. She holds it down with the house and everything, man. And I can provide at least somewhat a quiet, you know, podcast from time to time when I have these kids, hollering and all and whatnot. But appreciate you, babes, with with the $20 haymaker, knocking me the fuck out. Appreciate you. Yes, sir, yes, sir. But yeah. So you got those two guys. Now let's go back into to who else is available right now. You got a couple other guys, but literally, as far as quality, it's the amount of players out there starts quality wise starts dwindling. You got Keenan Allen, you got Amari Cooper staying there, Deontay Johnson from Baltimore. He's still available. He is also on the cheaper end. He's about 3.5. We got old school guy Nelson Aguilar, still there as well. But and that guy's just coming out just under $2 million market value. But honestly, realistically, it might be between Stephon Diggs and Tyler Lockett, and hopefully that's something that we do end up acquiring sometime this week. It would be great to have another weapon for Geno Smith to complement Brock Bowers. Because we can line up Brock Bowers in the slot, but to create that separation, to be that X player, the X guy, to have like a Stephon Diggs or Tyler Lockett leading that'll be great. That'll be great. But we still wait to see what happens in that free agency market with the wide receiver. But those are the two guys that I feel that they have an eye on so far, and there might be something cooking with those guys in this second week that might happen. Right, they're still out there in the wind. So let's see. But let me go ahead and go back to the chat before I go on to the next part. Again, appreciate everyone tapping in on this Monday night. 30 people in the building. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. If you are new to the show, make sure you guys head over and hit that subscribe button. Smash that subscribe button. Click those thumbs for sure. Help to support the show. Appreciate everyone tapping in on this Monday night. Salute to everybody in the chat for sure, 100%. So let me go ahead and hit you guys up with this next, with the first poll of the night. And I will let you guys know. I will ask you guys, what position should the Raiders go after next in FA? So we said wide receiver, running back, O-line, or I'm put out there linebacker. Because that's still the talk. A lot of people are not sold with Elandon Roberts. I feel the guy is solid. I've seen his highlights. The guy can fuck you up. The guy can hit. So I'm happy about that pickup. Obviously I feel that we do need to pick up one more person to go ahead and go on the other side of Roberts, but so far I do like that. But you guys, let me know your thoughts on this poll. What position should we go next? So far, for votes, it's equal across the board, 25% across the board. So let me know. Go ahead and go over, cast your vote. I'll go ahead and go back to it in a little bit. But again, appreciate everyone tapping in, participating. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this for sure. But let me go on to this back to the chat. Let's see. Okay, Spacey says just pay two guys more than 35 mil a year. Yep, salute to my guy Arnie. Appreciate you, brother. What is good? Salute. Tad, what is good, brother? Salute. Appreciate you tapping in. Arnie says which free agent will be the biggest impact that we signed so far. I feel that Jeremy Chinn's probably going to be that impact, that safety. But Elandon Roberts, Elandon Roberts, excuse me, is probably just right there, right behind him, man, for sure, at that linebacker position. Once I started seeing his work, man, the guy literally changed my mind, almost 180. But because I was a little bit on the fence about this guy, and then once we start seeing the body of work, that literally does change your perspective about that pickup for sure. My guy Dixon, for sure, brother. Thank you for tapping in as always, man. Appreciate you, brother, for sure. Bro, DCJ is only CC that say, oh yeah, man. Honestly, brother, like, even at the position we are now, unless it gets like crazy, it blows up. But I still go ahead and appreciate everyone that taps in, man. I mean, we'll do the roll call. We'll tap in with everybody, man. That's just we keep it a buck, man. We keep it a buck for sure. But thank you guys. Honestly, I can never get to this point without you guys, for sure. I cannot. It takes two to tango, but just know that I'm on your end too. I'm on your end. So that if you being on that end and you're in the chats, you're watching, you're supporting everybody else's content, and you're there, you get to appreciate, you get to see what other people are putting out there, and you as you as a fan, you as somebody who's wanting to hear the content, there's certain things that you want to go ahead and hear or at least address, because there's certain things we got to address. We got to talk about this shit. Sometimes it's not pretty. Sometimes it is. Sometimes we got to have those difficult conversations, man. And it's not pretty, man. I've been on different sides of things before. Sometimes I've not agreed with certain people. Like some of my co-hosts, like with Leo or with Jeff. Y'all know I don't agree with Jeff a lot of the times, but I don't shy away from it. Nate, sometimes me and Rundown don't even see eye to eye on certain things, and we've done that. We've done those shows, but certain times we have. It just, these are opinions, these are perspectives. I will give you guys literally my best perspective on things that I feel that could potentially be a move for the Raiders, right? Where I feel will be the best move for the Raiders. So for sure, appreciate you, brother. Jay said, Arnie says, Jay, what NFL prospect most impresses you? Who is overhyped? Okay, so overhyped, bro. I feel Gentry's a little bit overhyped. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially with this deep running back class. Prospect that most impresses me, man, there is so many that literally are out there. Just, I mean, I can even go, wide receiver, running back, linebacker. I've thrown out so many names. Hampton, Inika from Ohio State. I like Judkins, Emmanuel Worry, right, from South Carolina. We talked about him a couple times, guys. So I mean, there's a lot of dudes that are out there that just like that could be potentially like big names, right? We can't get everybody. We just got to be strategic on the selections we get in our perspective picks. Right now, that can change. We can always trade forward, trade back with Pete and Spy Tech. They are known for that. This is why this draft is so exciting, because you don't know what these guys are going to do in different rounds. So this kind of makes you engage in the whole draft as a whole, right? Because you don't know what these guys are going to do in round 3 or round 2 or round 5. They can go ahead and we have 3 comp picks. They can go ahead and give 2 and that 7th away to get another 5th. That's something that could definitely happen. You never know. That wasn't the case last year, right? With Coupon Tom. Now we got Coupon John. And I get it. The financial responsibility is important. Honestly, guys, look at the Niners. They're letting dudes walk out the door. Y'all think we're bad? Look at the Niners. Literally letting dudes walk out the door. I don't know how many people they've lost so far. They haven't even, as far as I know, they have not made any big moves in free agency to go ahead and address some of the positions that they've lost, some of the guys they've lost. That's just how it is. I don't know. So being responsible financially it is important. It is important because look at the Saints. Sorry, hun. I know that's your team. I don't know why you're still on them, but they're negative cap space. You don't want to get to that point where you literally cannot pay your guys. It's a really fucked up situation, and I'm glad at least that they're cognizant of that. They're not overspending on certain dudes. They're getting quality dudes at a very reasonable price for sure. Space B says Beckman, Chase on Jawari today hurt. Oh, man. So there was somebody else hurt with that too. Just so you guys know, because I forgot who I was tapping into earlier. I think it was my guy Wasted. He was saying that Will Johnson got hurt as well today. I know that was somebody that we had on the radar. He's on the list, top 10 guy, or at least top 15. But it looks like he might have some shit where he might have some injuries that he's kind of been dealing with for a little while. So that might be something we have to kind of, take a look at and really keep account on whether or not we even want to go ahead and go for a guy like that now. Same thing with Abdul, right? I mean, Abdul has the ankle injury. He has to have surgery on it. That changes things, right? Somebody that honestly I thought would potentially go number 1 overall might not necessarily go over number 1 overall. Could still go, could still happen, right? But now you're taking that kind of gamble on it, right? So that's the thing for sure. Let's see. Combat Jack, Pats fan. Hey man, welcome, bro. What's your take on Spilling? I mean, look, Spilling's a dog, bro. He has a lot of heart. The guy will go to war for you. That is a solid pickup. I know my guy, Jeff New England Booster is here, and he'll tell you, man. He's a solid guy, but he is not happy that half of our, or an eighth of our defense literally went over to New England for sure. Yes, and a lot of us did want to keep Spillane for sure. Let me see. Yeah, my guy. Oh, I don't know if she's a baller, but she keeps it 100 for sure, bro. For sure. That is a rock, bro. That is a queen for sure. Salute to my girl. Arnie says all free agents are available now, either poor on talent or older players or injury prone, true or false. I don't think that's true entirely to classify him in that area. I mean, look, you got Tyler Lockett. I just went over the stats. Same thing with Stephon Diggs. Yes, he had the ACL tear, but the dude is putting up fucking, over 1,000 yards a season, man, consistently. I mean, that the only bad season that he had was last year because he got injured. So he didn't play a full season at all. So I don't think it's true, but the talent does start diminishing though. That is one thing you can start seeing. So but also too, like there's certain times where guys, if they can't come to an agreement, then they'll get released or the guys, literally guys that can't pay, gotta let you go. And that does happen, man. So with free agency is that slippery slope, excuse me, where you have guys that have been out there for a week or two, and then some guys just come on the market, right? Because either they're coming off an injury, they can't pay them, or whatever, right? X, Y, Z reason. So yeah, that does happen, man, for sure. Let me go back here. Oh, talking about okay. Arnie says, my pick is Kuntz. He's the biggest impact on our success. Yes, facts. I'm glad to see him back for at least the next year. That front forward is going to be sick. So you guys know you got healthy Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins. Now you got Adam Butler, and then you got Malcolm Kuntz, your front four, man. That's going to be a serious front four for sure. So hopefully Kuntz stays healthy the whole season. You get a full season of production. If we don't, that I don't see him coming back for sure. My guy Chris says, do you think Holmes can fill Hobbs' shoes as a full-time starter? I feel like he's going to get more reps. I don't know if he's going to be a full-time starter. You're probably going to have Stokes there, and then they're probably going to alternate depending on practice, man. To be honest with you, for sure. My guy Arnie says, love your honest, plus you're a hardcore rate. Yes, bro. I am, bro. I fucking am, man. You guys only see the tip of my hardcoreness because ask the wifey, she'll tell you I'm pretty hardcore, bro. You know, I show up to the games as much as I can, whether it be in Vegas, or we go up north to Denver. But when we show up, we represent, bro, and I'm blessed to have this platform. I'm blessed to be able to talk with you guys for sure, 100%. Most me Mabu hyped Genti. Yep, Genti's being hyped for sure, bro. Genti is like really being hyped. I don't know if because that's a decision that normally the Raiders would make, but I honestly feel within this draft class there's no reason to take Genti at 6. Now I know that is starting to be the thing and trying to, bring on this supposed generational talent running back, but I honestly, I've seen some things where he's not all that great. One thing is for sure that Boise State really ran Aston Genti. Just so you guys know, I mean, he was the best fucking player in the team. Why would you not want to fucking run the guy if you're having success over and over and over? Why wouldn't you want to really run the guy and use your best weapon out there? Their conference is not the best. I think they're on Mountain. Let me see, Boise State Conference. Yep, they're on Mountain West, so they're in the same conference as my local university here, UNM, University of New Mexico. They are Mountain West, so it's one of the weakest divisions. So that's the thing. They're gonna run the ball against the weaker teams. You're gonna utilize your best player out there for sure. So that's why you're also seeing some of those type of numbers, right? I'm not saying that the guy sucks flat out. No, don't get me wrong. He is good. The thing is that I feel that you can find the same quality of running back at a later round. You don't have to give up your 6th pick to be able to get somebody of that caliber. If you can get a starting top tier quality running back in the second round, and you can find a complimentary running back in the fifth round, right? There's just so many dudes. There's the running back class is so deep, guys, that literally there's going to be a lot of guys that go undrafted. It's crazy. They'll go undrafted. There'll be so many guys that are really good that will go undrafted. So I don't feel that number 6, we should put that pick towards that. Also, too, y'all know what time it is. I feel Shador is going to be picked up if he's there at 6. It just based on, I like Shador. I know what he can do. The guy is a really great quarterback. But with the relationship with Mark and Tom, it's going to happen. If he's there, they're going to pick him up. Pete's done his homework. They're going to continue on doing scouting. I believe he's going to have a pro day pretty soon. Raiders are going to be there. They're going to have him come out to Vegas, do a private workout as well. I'm pretty sure that's going to be in the books. Don't know when that's going to happen, but that eventually that will happen. And they'll make the determination. So they're gonna do everything possibly to see whether or not this is a guy who's gonna go ahead and be the future of the franchise. Because if you think about it, even if we extend Geno's not gonna be here more than 3 years. I don't see it. The guy is like 34 years old. If you give him a 3-year, he'll be 37 by then. He's towards the latter half of his career. I'm pretty sure when they brought him here, or when they were talking to him to bring him here, he knew what time it was. He knew it wasn't going to be a very long-term situation. He knew that he was being brought in. Yes, you're starting this year, but next year is going to be whether or not you're going to start. It just depends on how far you get this year. And if you're able to go ahead and get pretty far, then you're probably going to start. And if you do mid, then you're going to have a battle with your next in line. That's kind of what it boils down to, because there has to be a plan. That's the thing that a lot of people are putting out there, that we need to get Genty, we need to do X, Y, and Z. And we're just forgetting about, hey, we still got a plan for the future. We still got to think about what are we going to do after Geno? Because if not, we're going to have the same shit that happened with Carr now with Geno. We'll have a little bit of stability for a little while, and then after that, we'll have no plan. We're going to go through the quarterback carousel, and it's just going to be that type of scenario, right? And we can't go through that. All the moves that we've done so far, we have done it the right way, and I want us to continue towards that path for sure. All right, sorry guys, I'm ranting a little bit, but these are literally things that I wanted to address, because the Genty team is gaining momentum for sure. Arnie says, if you were our GM, would you sign Geno Smith to a 1 or 3 year extension? Which quarterback would you draft? Okay, so if I'm putting my GM hat on, right, I would extend Geno for the sole purpose is that you make the deal for a 2, possibly a 3rd-year option, and you try to load it where you minimize you try to minimize as much as you can year 1, and you want to split between year 1 and 2, and try to put some of that towards year 3. And if you create the contract where you're able to get out of it on year 2 or year 3, that way you minimize some of that cap hit, right? That's what I would do. Because if not, then you're spending $31 million this year, which, I mean, for Geno, it's fine, right? But If you could help it, if you could fix it, you would. Who would I draft? I mean, you just heard me say it. It would be Shador. Shador realistically, because I feel he's going to be the one there. I don't think Cam will be there at number 6. But I could be wrong, but I really don't see it. Uh, I don't know. I don't think so, Buzz. I don't know about Geno Super Bowl, bro. Realistically, I say about eight or 8 or 9 win season. Realistically. What is up, my guy? Mark, salute to you, brother. Any word on Lockett? We have not heard anything with Lockett as of yet. I am keeping tabs. As soon as I hear something, I will let you guys know. I'm actually gonna do a video this week on Lockett and um Diggs. So make sure you guys tap into that for sure. Let's see. Mark says, let's not write off Sincere. He was playing at a high level until the injuries. But that's the thing that with Sincere, he has been a little bit injury prone. Hopefully he stays healthy this next coming season. We get to see him a little bit more, get some reps in for sure. But yeah, man. I mean, he's still there. We haven't let him go yet, so he's still on the roster. So we'll see what happens with him for sure. Let's see. Mike Arnie says Trey Henderson, Judkins, Neal, Martinez, Sanders, Scatterby, Johnson are excellent running backs in the second or third rounds. Facts, brother. I mean, you got Judkins, you got Trey Henderson. I mean, shit, I'll take either one of those guys. Neal, you can go ahead and push back towards the later rounds for sure. Scatterby. He might be there, possibly in the third round. Caleb Johnson as well for sure. So I don't know, man. I like all those guys. All those guys, and there's still more dudes out there too, bro. We haven't even talked about Dylan Sampson from Tennessee. That's another dude, bro. I mean, this running back class is so deep. You can pick a guy in any round. You are still walking out a winner. Still walking out a winner. For sure. For sure, for sure. All right. Salute to my guy, 805. What is good, brother? Happy St. Patrick's Day to you, man. Top of the morning to ya. I don't know if you celebrate or not, but if you do, handle with care. If you know, you know. Oh man. But salute to you, brother. Appreciate you tapping in. For sure. My guy Tyler, what is good, brother? Thank you for tapping in, man. What do you think about drafting Milroe to develop? Not sure about having the number 6 pick to sit for 2 years. Not necessarily with the number 6 pick sit for 2 years. For sure would be a season. This might be a situation where you never know. It just depends how Geno does this season. Obviously, if he lets it up, you got to go with the hot hand. You cannot not go with the hot hand. But if I'm being real with you guys, the expectation that I see for the team is that we get anywhere from 7 to about 9 wins this season. That's being realistic, y'all. I don't expect us to hit 10-7, 11-6, 12-5. I don't see that. Still early, right? It just depends what can happen, but obviously, we still need to add another piece to the offensive line. I feel another guard will get us a pretty solid O line, right? Obviously, we need a veteran presence at wide receiver. We need more running backs, quality running backs, and we just talked about it with this class. And then wide receiver, defensively, maybe another linebacker. You can go for another cornerback, possibly a free safety. That is also an option out there. So we'll see what happens for sure. But yeah, man. I mean, Milroe. But just to answer your question, sorry. sidetracked a little. But for Milrow, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind having a Milrow. Like, let's say Shador is gone, right? And that's again, I say Shador because realistically, that's probably going to be the move that's going to be made by the Raiders, by the front office. But if he's not there, Dart's not there. He's gone in the second. Milrow's there in the third. They're going to get Milrow, and I am definitely cool with having him sit behind Geno 2 years, if not 3 years. I feel if they get Milrow, they will have him there about 3 years, bro. For sure, for sure. Salute to you, brother. I am sorry I cannot read your name, but hey, get Lockett. Yes, hopefully that would be something that maybe comes through the pipeline sometime this week. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens for sure. I think Jacoby is better than Lockett. Yeah, but also having that extra weapon. Because honestly, bro, if you guys think about it offensively, we just have Bowers, Myers, and Tucker. That's it. As weapons. You got 3 weapons. I mean, we know what Trey Tucker can do. He has limits. The dude cannot really run a route. He's not that type of dude. He's a dude that will go ahead and run a fly route. He will get that separation, but running a route is not his strong suit. So you need somebody who can go ahead and be that X player or be that slot player. And Tucker's not it. Plus, he's short, man. He's under 6 foot. So that's the thing. But I they're probably either the same level or just Jacoby might be better, just slightly better. But Lockett could put up 1,000 yards, bro. He's been doing it. We need another wide receiver for sure, bro. Let's see. All right. Salute to my guy Luis. What is good? What is good? I like Mambu at 6 for sure, bro. All right. Let me go into my other thing. So we talked about wide receivers, right? Um, let's go into the wide receiver draft picks, right? Let me pull up um that combine wide receiver combine rankings. Oops, nope, that is not it. Combine rankings. Okay. All right. So far, and this is according to CBS, guys. You got T Mac still leading the board. Um, yeah, Burden out of Missouri. He's up there. Emeka out of Ohio State. He's out there. Golden still now in top 5. Trey Harris is just out of the top 5. Number 6, Beck, Illuminor. Oh, not Illuminor. Elite Ayumaner out of Stanford. He's another guy. Jalen Rose out of Utah State. Belton, Maryland, and then you got Jaden Higgins. I believe that is your top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. That is your top 10. And I like, out of those, I like Emeka, I like Golden, I like Higgins. Beck is not too bad. Ayumaner, out of Stanford. He's another one to go ahead and look out for. I've talked about him before in the past. Somebody that we could potentially go out for as well. To have another deep threat. And most of these guys are 6 feet. Or over 6. I'm sorry, over 6 feet. I don't know what Beck is. Let me see stats. Player by he's 6'1", 214. So, yeah, I mean most of these guys are over 6 feet tall. So that I do like out there for sure. I mean, honestly, guys, we only need if we get a veteran running back, we only need one. We only need one. So that pick has to be the one. Um, I see Trey Harris. We've seen projection. We've done mock shows. I've done mocks on the side that Trey Harris goes in the second round. Jaden Higgins goes in the third. He's usually there. Emeka, he's late first round. T-Mac is somewhere in the top 10. I know there's been some concern with T-Mac with his speed. I think they have his 40 at 4.5 something or other. And it might be just a stride that looks awkward. I know there's also been questions about his get off from the line. That's another issue that has also been brought up. So now you have a little bit of a you got a burden of proof. In other words, right, with T Mac, um, would he really be somebody that we look at 6? There's mixed reactions, to be honest with you. My honest assessment, I don't know if you go for T Mac at 6 now. Knowing some of this, and I haven't even gone through the rest, guys. I mean, you got the next 10 more that are very, very highly regarded. Uh, Isaiah Bond in that list, Savion Williams, that's 805's guy, Torrey Holton, Ricky White out of UNLV, local guy. So, those are just some of the guys on that list, y'all, that are still part of the draft that we could potentially go after. So, still a lot of names. But we just need literally. We have the luxury of possibly double dipping, but honestly, I just see his team getting one guy over 6 feet that can run, that has speed, that is tall, that can get those 50-50 balls, that can run a route, can be really a true X guy for sure. My guy D Menace on the $5 special. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. Yes, 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 man. Thank you, brother. Man, honestly, I couldn't have done it without you. One of my ride or dies, literally from day one. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, my guy. Salute to you. Thank you guys so much. Again, heartfelt, man. Appreciate it. I can't say enough words, man. I mean, this is I couldn't make this happen without you guys, for real. And this is we keep it a bean for sure, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, man, so much for sure. Um, let's see, but yeah. Let me go back here. So Arnie was saying, which starting position offense is the weakest, which on our defense. I still feel that we need to go ahead and really, really beef up. Honestly, it's a toss up between wide receiver and running back. I'll go with running back because I feel that area needs to be really addressed more. Just because we got Brock Bowers and you got Jacoby Myers that can really hold it down, they can make shit happen. But running wise, we really don't have anybody. We got Mostert, but Mostert, just so y'all know, I know some people might not be feeling that move, but with Mostert, he's not going to be your starter, guys. He's there for depth. He's there as a veteran presence to help these guys who we bring in. Realistically, your rookies who you're drafting are going to be your starters. Those are the guys who we're going to put out there. Mostert is going to be there to really help out and accommodate and not accommodate, complement um, the class that the running backs that we pick up in this draft for sure. Might trade down to get NGL. Nobody's going to give up a good no. Nobody going to be good gonna be at 6 unless it's a QB. Yeah, facts, man. I see this as if a Shadur's not there, it's gonna be it's going to be best player available, Mason Graham. If Mason Graham is not there, then you probably trade down, because this is the thing. So let's say you do want to get, let's say you do get Aston Genty. You can trade down to 12, 10, 9, pick up an extra draft pick, and still get Genty. If that's the way you want to roll. I'm down with that. I wouldn't be mad at that. If that happened and we go down, we make a trade with the Cowboys, or we make a trade with New Orleans at 9, and we swap and we get Genty at 9. I'm cool with that. I just don't feel like he would be a guy that we get at number 6 for sure. And if we can get an extra draft pick out of it, we get another second round pick. That's just going to help us in the long run for sure. So. Luis says Colton Parham, JPJ Gliss. Remember, I think we're more intimidating like that. Facts, brother. Let me look at him. Hang on one second. Let me see what's up with the guy. I'm on Membu. 6'3". Let me. He's out of we're pulling, but Missouri. Okay. He doesn't look back. 6'4", 332, roughly 330, around there. Yeah, I gotta look more tape on this guy, but yeah, I'm not mad at that. Combine tracker. I'm trying to see where he ranks. If you know, let me know. It's not pulling up for me. My guy James with the Raiders. Salute to you, brother. Welcome. Salute. Yep. Beck 6'2". Yep. So that might be a guy for sure. Beck and Brock would beat up the opposition. Facts, brother. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like, we just need one. We need one receiver from the draft for sure. So I know the whole like, well, if we don't get somebody in free agency, we got the draft. It's facts, guys. It is facts. I mean, I don't want us to be out there to lose all faith. I have to. I have to trust in the process, and this is my own personal opinion, right? You guys feel what you guys feel, and I'm not mad at that. And I honestly don't feel like, with this, there's no particularly right or wrong way to look about it the same way, because I know we just had Low on, and I heard his feels, and I see his point of view. I see it, I do, and it's frustrating, and I think we're all there, right? But at the same time, too, it's just like, we can only do whatever these guys, um, you know, brought to us. I mean, Spytech and Pino, what time it is, they need to put a winning product on the field, and if they're really truly on a win now mode, that is an initiative that they're going to go ahead and try to approach. So, I have to. I have to still keep the faith, but I know, in this draft coming up, there's certain positions that are pretty deep, and there are ones that are not, and we just have to be strategic on the picks that we do get for sure. Arnie says Jalen Noel, and Isaac Tesla are my dark horses, wide receiver that will shock the NFL. Yeah, I gotta look tape on those guys, and see what's up with them. Yep, Isaiah Bond for sure, bro, for sure. I hope Patriots draft McMillan. They might, bro. They might. They could certainly draft T-Mac for sure. I mean, they have pieces in place. They've been pretty aggressive, so we'll see what happens, man, for sure. Salute to my guy, Desert Raider. What is good, brother? Appreciate you tapping in. My guy James says they said the Rice wasn't fast when being drafted in a game so much different than pro underwear day for sure, bro. Like Rice, Jerry Rice is predominantly one of the best wide receivers of all time, bro. I think that is a very short list. I think Timmy Brown is definitely right there with you. Y'all know I rock the Tim Brown Jerry Rice shirt. When we got Jerry Rice, man, I was like, fuck yeah, we win a Super Bowl. That wasn't the case, but I was very excited, man. Um, I hope that we get to those glory days again. But yeah, I mean, that's one thing for sure. I mean, you know, not always does the speed helps so much, but it's also how you run them routes, bro, for sure. If you get dudes to bite on routes, I mean, we see Devontae. I mean, feel what we feel for Devontae. Not our favorite person, but for most of us, some people can still fuck with him. That's cool. That's okay. I personally don't. Not anymore. But the dude is talented. The dude is talented for sure. So, uh, let's see. Um, okay. Arnie says, other than big wide receivers in the draft, Savion Williams, Higgins, Thornton, Tesla. Yep. Like I said, Savion is really quick. Higgins is quick too. He had a great combine, guys. So um, that's why I say, like, if it's not T Mac at 6, which I'm even willing to go ahead and just kind of pass that up. I'm down for Jay and Higgins. I'm not worried. I'm not worried what they do at wide receiver so much because I know we have until literally third or fourth round. Fourth round is literally that's it. Um, you could they may or may not be dudes there. I would just get nervous around the fourth round. But if we get somebody in the second and third, I'll be good. I'll be good. So Ernest says Chip gets all his Ohio State players, wide receiver, running back, online, and quarterback. We're set, man. It'll be fucking Ohio State Raiders, bro. Literally, you know what I mean? It would be Ohio State Raiders. Um, I don't think we get the right receiver. I think we'll get the running backs, at least one of them. I feel Howard. We would get Howard if Sanders, Dart, Milrow are not there. He'll be a guy that we get like in the 5th round, bro. For sure. For sure. Um, let's see. Luis says, my guy Couch GM says trade down for a lineman. Who would you get? Who would you get? Let me know. I think well, hey, we get Mambu. So there you go. Um, Black hole, build the trenches. Yeah, bro. We do. I think we're doing that. I mean, as far as defensively, that front four right now where it sits at, it's pretty fucking good. It's pretty fierce, man. It's just now creating more depth for sure. Um, for sure, for sure. Let's see. What position is most needed in your opinion? Honestly, bro, as of right now, I feel that uh, in free agency, running back is probably one of the areas. Uh, we have a running back, so you know what? I'm gonna say wide receiver. If we get a veteran wide receiver, I think we'd be good. Just one. Don't need multiple. Just one. So pair them up with a guy we pick up from the draft. We'd be all right. Arnie says Beck is an excellent blocker. Too reminds me of Jacoby Myers. There you go. We need dudes that can block, bro. That's fact. We need dudes that can block down the field, man, for sure. Um, Luis says, I think Geno would benefit with a good offensive line, and so with the running game. That's why I'm high on Mambu. Okay. Yeah, bro. I mean, we got to build the offensive line. We got to protect Geno anyway. I think we're literally one or two pieces away from the offensive line to make that happen. It's literally a guard and maybe a tackle. What left? Right. I think Blaze plays right, so left, and I think Colton's there. So I mean, you can put somebody there just for depth, but I think it's just a guard, man. To be honest with you, yeah. I don't know if you resign Renfro. That I think that dude's all the way retired now, if I'm not mistaken. He said he was working out. I don't know if he really is for sure. Uh, no, I got him. Unless he gave me another one. Nope. Yeah, no, I got it for sure. Thank you though, bro. I appreciate you. Um, who from last year's rookie class do you need to step up? Who will get cut first? Honestly, bro, I'm still fucking waiting for Tyree. I don't know if that dude ever comes to fruition. I see there's a little bit of progress, but um, I haven't seen really anything. Trey Taylor, we've seen very limited of him. I think he was injured, so I don't know, man. Hopefully that guy steps up for sure, for sure. Really quick, guys. So going back to that poll, I asked you guys earlier, what position should the Raiders go after next in free agency? Wide receiver, running back, or O line or linebacker. So currently it's 31% O line, 26% wide receiver and linebacker, 17% running back with 35 votes casted in. Appreciate everyone tapping in. If you haven't done so already, make sure you guys head over, cast your vote. I'm going to go ahead and close out in just a bit. So make sure you guys go ahead and cast your vote for sure. Appreciate everyone tapping in. And again, if you are new to the show, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you guys head over, check in, smash that subscribe button, click those thumbs, support the show. Appreciate everyone tapping in. I am trying to get to 600 subscribers. We're at 559 at the beginning of the show. I don't know where we're at now. No idea, no clue. So if you are new, appreciate you. Make sure you guys check in, smash the subscribe button. That way you stay up to date on all rating news and more great content as I bring it to you guys for sure on a weekly basis, as I do multiple shows during the week. Appreciate everyone tapping in. Thank you. All right. So we talked about the wide receiver class. Let's talk about running backs, y'all. Running backs are deep, 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 deep. Let me pull that up. All right, there we go. All right. So far, guys, Genty is top one. Then you got Amarian Hampton, Caleb Johnson in third. This is according to NFL Draft Buzz. Travion is at 4. Dylan Sampson 5. Quishon Jenkins 6. Devin Neal at 7. I'm surprised about that, but not too much. But I didn't see him being that far high. Scatterboo at 8. Bashard Smith at 9. And Khalil Mulling. Check that guy out. Don't sleep on that guy. He's at 10. That is your top 10. You still got more dudes out there. You got Jordan James, Taj Brooks from Texas Tech, Trevor Etienne. That's what's his name's brother, Raheem Sanders, Martinez out of Miami, DJ Giddens. Man, the list goes on and on and on and on. But I mean, this is a deep class, guys. So I don't think there is anything as of yet where you can literally pick a guy and you don't walk away a winner. Again, this is according to DraftBuzz.com. Let me go to PFF. Because literally that's kind of the staple, right, of where everybody kind of ranks their guys. But yeah, they got Genty at 1, Hampton at 2, They got Scatterboo at 3, Judkins at 4. They have Samson at 5. Hold on. Will they give me more? I think they cut me off here. Okay. I mean, yeah, they cut me off. Okay. All right. Well, that's what they got as far as PFF. They only got they haven't got to like 5. ESPN, same thing. Genty Hampton 1 and 2, Henderson at 3, Judkins at 4, Caleb Johnson at 5, Samson at 6, Scatterboo at 7, Neil at 8, Giddens at 9, Jordan James at 10. That rounds off your top 10. RJ Harvey, Martinez, Quinton Allen from Syracuse, 13. Trevor Eaton, he's at 14. Rashard Smith, 15. Tudin at 16. Woody Mark, 17. Jaden Blue from Texas at 18. Kalel Mullings at 19. Marcus Yarns from Delaware. That rounds up your top 20. So this is a little bit different from what I read to you earlier. This is off ESPN on what they have their guys at. So yeah, it's as you see, it's still a pretty good draft class. I don't care like however you rank it, it's still solid, y'all. It's still solid for sure. But I mean, let me know. Let me go ahead and switch the poll off. Actually, I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. I want to get a final tally here. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about that list? The 2 lists that I read off to you guys as far as running back prospects for sure. All right. Salute to my guy Edgar. What happened to Sanders? Sanders is still there, but I think Shador. I know the talks for Shador that his stock is dropping. I hope it is because honestly, he'll fall to us at 6, and if he's there at 6, I'm pretty sure we're gonna go get him for sure. Sanders is gonna go 3rd. I don't think he makes that out of the 1st. If that's the same Sanders we're talking about, unless you're talking about somebody else. Rochita says, how do you feel about our linebacker room? I mean, honestly, bro, I think we still need a couple more guys, 1 or 2 more guys, but I feel that we're probably going to draft one. We're going to draft a linebacker for sure. Might be a guy between rounds 3 and 5. That's kind of where I'm seeing it. For sure. Ernest says, moving back in this draft, grab 2 picks, Booker and Grant, O-line, D-line, then Henderson, running back, then Milroe. I mean, you could get a defensive line, but I mean, again, it would be more depth for sure. Henderson, I do like Henderson. I would get Milroe if Dart and Sanders are not there for sure. Lobby's still there, man. He ain't going nowhere. He's still under the payroll. He's a rookie. He's on a rookie deal. They're gonna keep him, man. Try to see if that guy can develop for sure. My guy Dixon says, hopefully Pete gets something out of Tyree. Me too, bro. Because shit, I don't know how much. Honestly, after this season, if this dude does not have a breakout year, he's gone. Well, because he's on the last year of his rookie deal. I don't see him coming back. I don't. I honestly don't. So, salute to my guy, We the People. What is good, brother? Appreciate you tapping in on this late Monday night, as everyone else for sure. Thank you so much for joining, brother. Appreciate you. They are, Laura Cheetah says, they are sleeping on DJ Giddens. Yes, they are. That dude is a stud. Man, I mean, that even getting that dude would be pretty awesome. Travis Etienne is a dark horse for sure. There, I finally said his name right. Etienne. I don't know. It just wasn't registering in my brain. Louise says, running back with this deep class, I like that. I'm even more high on taking Membu. Yeah, bro. So like we like you said, we got to build our line. We do have to build the trenches, protect the quarterback, but really helping to establish the run game. That's where you're gonna see really the success of this offense and success of Geno. I know I addressed it, I think, on previous shows with the whole turnover in the red zone thing, but if you have a really good, solid running game with good protection that can really uh, make that run game happen, you're gonna take the ball out of Geno's hands. Reduce reduce the amount of turnovers at that point. So it's imperative. Sorry. If you guys ever watched that movie, oh man, the one with Vince Vaughn and Dave Franco. Um, um, watch that. The Dave Franco's hilarious. But Dave Franco says imperative. He tries to say imperative, but that's a funny movie. Um, Unfinished Business. There you go. Watch that movie. It's fucking hilarious, man. I love it. I love it. Um, yeah, for sure. Let's see. Uh, Mambu, Judkins, Henderson, Speedy, linebacker, cornerback, uh, defensive tackle. I would draft that. Arnie says, Jay, what is your thoughts on Jaheed Campbell, linebacker? Bro, that dude's a fucking stud. If we can draft him, man, like that's the word that, like, when I said linebacker, that's the dude that I'm thinking of, bro. No cap, bro, because I've been saying that dude's name for months now. But I honestly think he'll probably go in the second round, bro. So that's a toss up. Like, what do you do? Do you go for an offensive guy or you go for a defensive guy? If you get Jahad Campbell, bro, that's game changer. But that's not to say that there's not other dudes that can be almost as equally as good, right? But I feel like Jahad Campbell is that guy who's kind of fallen a little bit under the radar that can potentially be somebody great, bro. But um, if he's not there, I'm not too worried. Odalejo from UCLA, Schlesinger is another guy that I like. So there is a couple of guys that you can go ahead and pursue for sure. So um, yeah, let's see. Uh, okay, bro, we're not starting that trade Bowers talk, bro. Come on now. All right. So who is better, Tyrese or Kellen Farrell? I don't know, man. Honestly, I think Farrell's probably the better one out of the two, bro. As of right now. So I'm still waiting for Tyree to do something, bro. We seeing like little glimpses. That's all we seeing. But um, for a guy that we went out to get in the first round, dude, he hasn't produced, man. So, yeah, we'll see. But again, appreciate everyone tapping in on this Monday night. If you are new to the show, welcome. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you go ahead and check in and smash that subscribe button. Click those thumbs. Hit that like button for sure. Help to support the show. I am currently trying to get to 600 subscribers. I think we're at like a 560, something like that. I haven't even checked. But if you're feeling what you're hearing, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, smash those thumbs for sure. That way, keep bringing you guys great content. And as always, make sure you turn on the notification because as soon as news drops, I go on. You don't want to be left out in the dark for sure. or sometimes I'll do a show with one of the guys, like Ron or Leo or Jeff or whoever. We'll go ahead and break news down or you know uh, or bring news to you guys so that way you guys be in the know. So make sure you guys turn on that notification button for sure. Um, that way you guys stay up to date on everything. But I appreciate everyone tapping in with me on this Monday night for sure. But let me go with my guy D Menace with another $5 special with the Raiders. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my guy. Salute, salute. Yep, that's definitely what we need. Okay, so let me go back to this poll I put out earlier. What position should the Raiders go after next in free agency? Wide receiver, running back, O-line, linebacker. So now the percentage has changed. 31% says wide receiver, 28% says O-line, 26% says linebacker, 15% say running back with 39 votes casted in. I am going to go ahead and end this poll. I appreciate everyone tapping in. I am going to go ahead and put on the next poll that I got for you guys going here. All right. Let's see. All right. And then all right, guys, here we go. I think y'all will like this one. And this is I present hard questions. I'll take it easy. I'll present hard questions. So you guys can go ahead and test the minds and and figure it out and it's just one of those type of things, man, because I like being challenged like that because I think I've had a question, bro. Like, what would you draft if you could, you could do this or do that, or if I forgot who said it. If I think it was Gravy. Gravy's like, if you can get Mac or you can get somebody else for the same amount, who would you get? And I'm like, fuck, like he got me. Like, damn it, motherfucker got me. But I like those type of questions. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I gotta tap it out, guys. But I got okay. There we go. All right, this one's a good one. All right, guys. So here we go. Sorry, it took a minute. All right. So, what running back would you like the Raiders to draft? Quishon Jenkins, Martin Hampton, Trayvon Henderson, or Ashton Genty. Now, if you choose Ashton Genty, you're choosing number 6. That's your number 6 pick. All right, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this because this one is a pretty good one. I am very curious to see what everybody's take is on this for sure. All right. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do a mock next Monday. I'm down to do a mock because honestly, that's gonna take up 2 hours. And I'll do it the way I did a few Saturdays ago. Where I'll have you guys participate. But you know what? We'll just dedicate the whole show to that. And I'll just literally be it because I don't know. I don't see like next week being a whole lot of free agency news tapping in. There might be signing here and there, but um, I think we just want last week was the main week where most of the transactions happened. So yeah, no, that's a good idea, bro. We'll do that. So yeah, next Monday we'll go ahead and do a mock draft. I might change the formatting a little bit, so I might not be in the vertical view because it's hard to see the screen in vertical view. So I'll just probably do it regular horizontal. That way everybody can view the mock. Because if not, then um, yeah, it just doesn't work out. So for sure. Yep, wavy dick. He caught me slipping, but it's okay. I kept talking again. I was good, bro. Man, shout out to my guy Gravy, to everybody over at Radio Nation Live. If you haven't, if you guys didn't watch the Saturday show with me and Run and Low, make sure you guys after the show hit that link in that description. It'll take you to that Saturday morning show. It was a really, really good show. Salute to my guy. What up, Low, for tapping in and being joining us on the Saturday show. Good Morning Raiders for sure. And now I'm doing it with the Raider Rundown. He is now my co-host on a permanent basis, so he'll be tapping in every Saturday with me for sure. And then this Saturday, guys, so you guys know, I have Lunatic Raider. He's going to be our guest on the Saturday show. Raider Allegiance will be in the building alongside the Raider Rundown and Just Raiders Big podcast. We're going to be doing the damn thing. I am very excited for that show. It's gonna be a really good show. I love Luna. I love all the shit that he puts out, man. Salute to my guy Luna. If you are watching, thank you, brother. And I can't wait for Saturday, for sure. So make sure you guys tap in, turn on notifications for that too. Um, Following week, guys. Following week, uh, got a big guest lined up for that one too. So I got another. I'm gonna share with y'all now. Joe Morley. Joe Morley's gonna be tapping in next Saturday with Jay Raider and the Raider Rundown on Good Morning Raiders. But show, we're doing it. I'm telling y'all. You guys gotta tap in. You guys gotta tap in. Get on those membership, guys. Tap in. I'm bringing fucking fire content to you guys. I'll make some good shit for sure. So make sure you guys tap in. All that. Got the super chats going now. Stickers, all that. Memberships. We doing the damn thing, y'all. You know, we keep it 100, and there's certain things that I'll tap in with the members as well. So make sure you guys check those out for sure. Yep. It won't expire, bro. Yeah, I tapped into a show earlier today. Good shit. He was talking about Genty and Shador, and he has good takes, man, and I fuck with his shit, and definitely has a great opinion on things, man, and we don't see 100% eye to eye, but most of the shit is good, man. So it's gonna be a good one, man. He keeps it. He's funny, bro. He is so funny, man, and that dude keeps it a buck, and it's all good, man. It's all love, man. So yeah, it's gonna be a fire show for sure, man. Yeah, yeah, appreciate it. Oh, but yeah, so let's see. Let me go over to that poll again. I asked you guys, what running back would you like the Raiders to go ahead and draft? Quishon Junkins, Amari Hampton, Trayvon Henderson, or Genty. Genty had that sixth spot. 56% says at Quishon Judkins, 22% Trayvon Henderson, 11% Hampton and Genty, with 9 votes currently casted. So if you haven't done so, make sure you head over to that poll, cast your vote. Let me know let your voice be heard. Let me know what your thoughts about that. That is a good poll. We're gonna run that to the end of the show, guys. So we have more time. There's still quite a bit for us to go ahead and go through, but yeah, I mean, looking at this list on ESPN, Giddens, top 10. Devin Neal at 8, man. I'm liking that. And these guys are projected to be there like third or fourth round. That's this is how crazy this thing is. You know what I mean? Like it, it's it's deep. It's deep. Let me go to I'm on NFL.com or my bad, CBS Sports. Okay. So can't see more. I don't know. Have you guys seen the tape on Khalil Mullings? Man, that dude is a beast. You guys gotta definitely gotta check that out. Oh, am I not getting more? Okay. I guess I'm not seeing more. Okay. So it only gave me top 20 running backs. I thought I was gonna be able to see more, but I cannot. It will not let me. Yeah. Yeah, it won't let me. But yeah, Taj Brooks, Quinton Allen from Syracuse, Scatterboo. On this one, Scatterboo's in the top 20, but out of the top 10. Kyle Monagai from Rutgers, he's another guy I got to look out for. Corey Renner, since out of Cincinnati. Damon Martinez just was over with Cam in Miami. Then you go on to Ollie Gordon at Oklahoma State, Tuden at Virginia Tech, Dylan Sampson, got Caleb Johnson still there. I've seen some mocks where I've done that. Caleb's there in the third round, so it's crazy. It's crazy. However way you slice it up, you're gonna walk away winner. You're gonna walk away winner for sure, for sure, for sure. All right. Let me go over here. Okay. But let's see. We cover a couple more other things here. Um all right. So obviously the Shador talk. Shador is projected to be there at 6. I mean, obviously his stock is falling. So he'll be there and number 6. Then you got Jackson Dart. From that combine, his stock is steadily rising. I mean, there's been talks where he's their top 10. I don't realistically see that happening, but I do see him being uh under the top 15. So between 15 and 32. I feel that's the highest he's going to go. The 15 is probably going to be a ceiling. But uh, obviously, if Shador is not there, I feel the plan should still be to get a quarterback, no matter what. No matter what, it's just depending what round are you gonna go after your quarterback, right? So, I still feel Shador is probably going to be your best bet, if not Dart. And you have moves that you can possibly make. You got to still plan for the future. You can't abandon it now just because we have Geno. Geno is on loan. He's not here permanently. He's only going to be here top 2 to 3 seasons, 3 seasons tops. I don't see him being any longer than that. Mind you, guys, this guy's like 34 years old. He's gonna be 35 this year, I think, coming up. So to have him here on a really long term deal, I don't really see that happening, right? So I feel you still have to plan for the future. We just went through it with Carr. The card, we had Carr for 9 years. McDermott came in, and try to put up something and shipped him out, and we really didn't have a plan in that area. He wanted to go ahead and bet the farm on Garoppolo, on Jimmy Glass, and we saw how that turned out. Trash, right? And we've been going through this quarterback carousel for the last couple of years. And We can't go through that anymore. We can't. So I don't I don't want I don't want the Raiders, I don't want the fan base to lose sight of the task at hand, which is still to draft the quarterback. If it's not Shador, I'm not gonna go ahead and you know throw a tantrum or anything like that. But I just want there to be a successor. I want there to be a plan in place. I want there to be something where um, we're able to put in work to develop something, whether it be a Jackson Dart, whether it be Jalen Milrow, whether it be Will Howard. There has to be a plan in place. We just can't just put pull all of our marbles with Geno and hope Geno, like, all right, this guy's gonna be the guy who makes it work. Realistically, on year one, we're probably not gonna make the playoffs, guys. It's just being real. We keep it a buck. I don't see us making the playoffs. If we can be competitive in the division and we can possibly go, 4-2 in the division, and beat KC twice, then we have a shot. That's a hard task, guys. That is a very hard task, and the way they're building up their roster and their off seasons, it's a highly competitive teams. This is the most competitive division in the NFL. We are the best division in the NFL. So, to put something together to be competitive and try to make a run, it has to go through the AFC West. It has to go through the AFC West. So, the only real way where I see us going to the playoffs on an 8-9 or 9-8 type of season is if we really, really put a hurting on the division. That's really the only way I see it. But this year is basically setting up for year two. This is you're trying to play this kind of the song and dance where you're trying to win now, but you're also trying to plan for the future, which is the most difficult thing you can do because you can't always fully commit to this year, but you also got to think about next year, right? So that's literally kind of what it's boiling down to, for sure. Salute to my guy Raider Ryan. Appreciate you tapping in. Salute, welcome, brother. Thank you for tapping in on this Monday night for sure. Let's see. Salute to Mind Hayes. Appreciate you tapping in. Grab best player available at 6. That might be an option, man. So, like I said, if Shador is there, the move, they'll probably go for Shador. This is personal opinion put aside. That's all. That's what I've been saying. Like they're gonna go for Shador. If not, they're gonna wait. They're gonna see what's available at 6, and if they don't see anything they like, they're gonna trade down. They're not afraid to pull the trigger. So if you guys see that move happening, don't freak out. It's just they didn't see anything that they like. It's not in their plans. All right. And they've been planning this since Pete came on board. For sure. Salute to my guy Jeremy. Appreciate you tapping in, brother. Ashton Genty and Jackson Dart. Okay. All right. Genty, not my first pick, but it is what it is. But I appreciate you tapping in. For sure. Trade AOC for Joe Milton. I don't even think the Patriots would take AOC, bro. I mean, shit. I think the only way that will happen if you throw in Tyree in that motherfucker, then you might have a shot. But yeah, I don't think they'll want AOC for sure. Arnie says trade AOC for Tyree Wilson to McDummy for Joe Milton and a second rounder. Yeah, so maybe, bro, and that'd be cool, bro. I mean, because McDummy is the one who drafted AOC. That's his guy. That's his boy, and he just got shipped out before he saw that come to fruition. So having that reunion in New England and Boston, that'll be cool for them, man. Take Joe Milton for sure, man. He's just gonna sit to the wayside and be by the wayside for what, another season or two. So that's kind of where we at. So let's see. Jeremy says Ashton Genty, Jackson Dart, Trey Harris plus Brock Bowers, JPJ, Delmar Glaze, young power core. That would be a young power core, bro. I mean, like my whole thing is that I don't feel that we should waste the number 6 pick on Ashton Genty with this deep running back class. If everybody's really bent on Genty, trade back with the Saints, trade back to 10, get an extra pick, and go get your guy. Go get your guy. That's what I feel, man. Because I feel like he will be there for sure. Salute to my guy, the Raider rundown. What is good, my boy? How's it going? Salute. You and Turf had a fire show. I'm glad to see you guys doing the Turf and Rundown show. Really, really good show. I tapped in. I was hearing you guys even through dinner, bro. Yeah. So holding it down for sure. Great show, man. Make sure you go over to my guy's channel, the Raider Rundown. Go ahead and give him a subscribe. We do our Good Morning Raiders show every damn Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific here on YouTube. And again, we have Lunatic Raider on this Saturday, Raiders Allegiance. Lunatic Raider, he'll be our guest on this Saturday. So make sure you guys head on over, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications for me and my guy, the Raider Rundown. Make sure you guys tap into that for sure. Arnie says Henderson or Judkins know the Chip Kelly offense perfect to draft in the 2nd or 3rd round. Facts. So even though it might not be exactly the same offense, this is going to be a variation of it. They're still going to be very familiar with it. Very familiar with it. So if you're able to go ahead and get one of those two guys in the 2nd round, because honestly, those two guys are probably going to go in the 2nd. You just need one of those guys. You're already setting yourself up for success, because now you can go and wait until the 5th or 6th round and get another running back, right, to complement a Henderson or Judkins. So putting it out there though. All right. Mine he says, you right though, wouldn't be mad at trading back and picking up another 2nd rounder. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a top 6 pick for Ashton Genty is a lot, man, with this class, because normally that is not even my pick, man. I wouldn't even go for Genty at all. I feel like you do something else with that 6th pick, because you can still trade down and get somebody else. You can get a receiver, you can get a lineman, a linebacker. You can get a lineman. You can wait. You can even wait a little bit farther down on that. But you trade down and you get more draft picks, man. Because remember, we lost that Devontae 3rd round pick, the extra one, for Geno. So if we're able to make that back, we're winning, right? If we get a 2nd or 3rd for, uh, you know, being at number 12, why not? Or 9, or going down to like 18 or something like that, right? You still make moves happen. You still make things happen at that point. You're at 18. You can go out and get a Marion. He'll be there. 1, 2. I just read the list to you guys. 1, Genty 1, Hampton 2. Most lists. That's the ranking. So, we'll see. But Edwin says, Brett Beach, the chief secret weapon. He's 8th season with KC and 18th in NFL. He's genius. Keeps playing chess, whereas the rest of the West is playing checkers. All right, man. I mean, we're gonna find that out, bro. I mean, obviously, season starts in about like 6 more months, man. You know, our front four is gonna test them, so we'll see what happens for sure. Um, all right. All right. So really quick, guys. We're getting down. We're we're getting down to that 2 hour mark. But I asked you guys earlier, what running back would you like the Raiders to go ahead and draft? Quishon Jenkins, Amari Hampton, Trayvon Henderson, or Ashton Genty, and this is Ashton Genty at 6. 41% says at Quishon Judkins. 29% says Travion Henderson. 24% Ashton Genty, and I misspelled his name. I have a feeling. I think there's an H in that. And then 6% Amari Hampton. Wow. With 18 votes casted in, make sure you guys head on over. Go ahead and cast your vote. Let your voices be heard. I am surprised. I thought Amari Hampton would get more votes, bro. No love for Amari. That dude's a beast, bro. That dude is a beast. Don't sleep on that dude for sure, for sure. So to my guy D Minutes for sure. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button for sure. Click those thumbs. Appreciate everyone tapping in on this Monday night. And if you are new to the show, for sure head on over, hit that subscribe, tap into all my shows, all my content that I have out there. Memberships are now open. So I'm putting out good stuff out there as well for the different level of memberships. If you guys go ahead and start participating on that for sure. All right. Let me escort this person out of here. All right. Cool. All right. So let me see. There's a couple more things before we head on out, y'all. All right. One thing, and I know we're talking about trades, and I know we're talking about Joe Milton trades, but hey, that Michael Mayer is still on the trade block, and haven't heard really anything about that. That kind of fell a little bit to the wayside. So, if there's any more trade, that's a potential bargaining chip right there. That is out there as well. So, just want to throw that out there. But honestly, I wouldn't want to see him traded. I think he's still a good tight end too. Um, Preferably not. I don't think that's what he wants. Obviously, he would want to go ahead and be that um, you know number one tight end. But when we're talking about Brock Bowers, there's literally there's nobody. He's second to none to no almost nobody, right? He's probably one of the best tight ends in the league, if not the best tight end in the league. I think he eclipses Kelsey, especially at this point for sure. So, but I think he would complement being out there on the rotation, a guy who can block, um, can definitely go ahead and do that chip blocking and be able to still catch the ball, make plays happen. We see what Michael Mayer can do. So I wouldn't want to see him necessarily go. If we can still keep him here, great. If he's something where he's part of something bigger, where where we really do trade him out, whether it's a package for someone else for draft picks or another player, I'm good with that. But um, I would like to see him to stay on for sure if possible. But yeah. Um, Other than that, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and head on out here. Again, I appreciate everyone tapping in with me on this Monday night for another episode of Raiders Unfiltered every damn Monday night at 9 p.m. Pacific. Um, here on YouTube, make sure you guys hit those notifications, tap in for sure. Don't forget, guys, on Wednesday, every damn Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, we have the Raider Connection with my guys, Cheeto Linus, Jeff New England Raider Booster, who might have to change his name pretty fucking soon to East Coast Raiders Syndicate because apparently the Patriots are acquiring all these ex-Raider players on defense, so there might be the New England Raiders pretty soon. So my guy Jeff might have to change his name. I told him already, hey bro, you gotta change your name, bro. You might have to change your name to East Coast Raider Syndicate. There you go. But salute to my guy Jeff and every Raider 10 myself. We do the Raider Connection every damn Wednesday. That is a panel show. So if you guys are wanting to hear different takes, different opinions, different aspects of our current Raider situation or on our future, make sure you tap into our show on Wednesday. That is 7 p.m. Pacific on Wednesdays for sure. And then as usual, got the Saturday morning show. Good Morning Raiders with my guy, the Raider Rundown, now as my co-host every damn Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific. Make sure you tap in. Again, we have Lunatic Raiders Allegiance as our guest this Saturday at 10 a.m. So make sure you guys turn on the notifications. If you guys didn't hear the following week's guest, got to turn on notifications, man. Got to turn on notifications. That show is probably one of the hottest Saturday morning shows on YouTube for Raiders football. It's getting to that point. And I'm trying to get all these content creators, all these people to come out and hang with us, talk Raider football, and talk about the future. You know, people that I think that you guys would love to go ahead and chop it up with on the chat and you know really hear their takes and pick their brains. So you know we're trying to make that happen for sure. So make sure you guys tap in to Good Morning Raiders every damn Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific, here on YouTube for sure. So again, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, click those thumbs, help to support the show. Appreciate everyone tapping with me on this Monday night. You guys can also follow me on my socials, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and X at JRaider_505. That's JRaider_505. Same handle across all those platforms for sure. And now that I'm monetized, there's certain things I cannot post on YouTube, so it'll be pushed over to some of those platforms. Obviously, we're going to still do our lives. We're still going to do our damn thing here, but you know, we get a little wild. I just can't get too wild on YouTube, so we'll have to just push it onto other platforms. Like I said, X and TikTok are kind of the Wild West. Kind of do what you want over there. Instagram's a little bit more strict there. Same thing with Threads. Same platform basically. But yeah, make sure you guys head on over there and tap into those for sure. And I think that is pretty much it. And again, I appreciate everyone tapping in on this Monday night. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Oh, and then before I go, I'm going to go ahead and close this poll. Again, I asked everybody, what running back would you like the Raiders to go ahead and draft? Judkins, Hampton, Henderson, or Genty? As of now, Quishon Judkins with 39% of the votes. Trayvon Henderson with 33%. Genty with 22, and then Poor Hampton with 6%. All right. Again, I appreciate everyone tapping in and everyone participating on that poll. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Monday night. Appreciate everyone tapping in. Thank you guys so much. Thank everyone for supporting the show, for coming on and helping me get to this new milestone and helping me get monetized. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate everyone. Thanks to everybody for supporting the show, and we're gonna keep on doing it, y'all, for sure, 100%. All right, so that is it, y'all. Thank you. We'll see you next time, and always remember, just Raiders, baby. Peace.